So today, I think I am just gonna paint it and finish it off. And the sticker, I'm not really wanting to stay. It's actually bubbled up. I'm not liking that. What kind of paint do you think? What do you think? Alright guys, so I tore it down as much as I'm planning on tearing it down. Just kind of the bigger parts of it, the fan blade, all the little connectors and stuff like that. There still is the actual shielding around the fan. I don't know if I'm going to paint that or not because, you know, it has clear coats on it and everything, and I'd have to sand each one of those little bars going around, and that's just very tedious. And frankly, I'm just way too busy today. So I'm going to go ahead and take a second and clean all this up because, I mean, there's dirt and sand. I mean, this thing's dirty. So I'm going to clean it, and then we'll decide what kind of paint job we want to do today. Alright, so I got all the parts wiped down, and I just took a scuff pad and scuffed up all the edges. But now I just need to take these stickers off. And I'm trying to figure out what kind of paint I want to do, because I like doing something different, because my last paint job was that crackle paint, that blue one engine. And so I was like, alright, because I like doing the effects. I think that's pretty cool. So I was thinking do that raindrop of effect, where you know you put a light coat on the bottom, put water over it, and then you come at a really steep angle with like a black or something dark. It gives a really cool effect. And but the only thing about that is you have to have like a really flat surface for that. And while I might have the bottom one be a flat surface, you know, all these other, I mean, I got a pipe right there. So I can't really do that. And so I thought about doing like a kind of textured look, like maybe lay over something corrugated or something like that, or some kind of netting. Like, oh, that might be pretty cool. But again, I got too many curves and round edges that on some of them it would just be really hard to net it off and not see a seam. And I can't stand seeing seams because your eye just naturally draws to it. So I think I might just do another crackle effect, but this time I'm going to change the color up. And I'm kind of going back and forth. I think I'm going to tape that off just so if someone needs parts they know exactly what it is. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But so I'm leaning more towards crackle paint. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let me tape this off and then we can actually start getting the primer and stuff. Alright guys, so I got everything prepped. I wiped everything down with some lacquer thinner. Got all the stickers and everything off. I think I am ready for primer. And the only thing is I got metal and I also got plastic. And when you do it, and when you try to put primer on plastic, and if you got a metal kind of primer, it's just going to run right off of it. You either have to get an adhesion permitter, or you just get primer that can actually stick to plastic also. Either of them will work, does the same thing, but you just want to make sure to put that on the plastic part first. Alright guys, after experimenting a little bit, I think I decided what colors I want to go ahead and use. That's just a primer. But I got black, orange, glitter red, and then yellow. I was going to do something with my glitter blue, kind of have like either a blue and chrome and then crackle black or something like that. But I went to go test my blue, as you can see right there, and the can is stuck or clogged or whatever. Brand new freaking can. I've only used it like twice. You know, I did the upside down trick, tried spraying it out, and it still got clogged. Very frustrating since these cans aren't cheap. So I'm just gonna go with what I got. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the first piece that's the most obvious and you can see all the time. That's how I feel today. Look like a pizza. And then I just gotta do that a bunch more times to all this other stuff. Alright, I know you guys are asking, why are you making pizza? I'm not making pizza. You gotta trust me. There is a plan, and there is a method to my madness. And hopefully this works. That's more what I'm trying to say. And that's why I said I put it on the most obvious part first. Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to split. Alright, let's try it on another part. This time I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the black. That's crackling pretty well. I think my air pressure's a little too high. I'm going to turn it down. I think that worked a little better. Kind of see the other side worked a little better. A little bigger cracks. That way you can kind of see the red and orange and yellow on the bottom of it. Let's go to another piece. As you guys can see, you really don't need air. I just put air on there so it dries faster, and that way you guys can see it better, so I know if I need to add more glitter or not. But it'll still crackle without compressed air on it. Sweet. It's a little more red glitter than I want, and I was actually trying to get some black glitter so that way it would stay a lot more black. But nobody carries it, and you can only order it online. And you order it online, it's like $7, and then it's $8 for shipping. And that's just way too much for paint for me. So I'm going to keep on looking for some black glitter. If anybody knows where to get it cheap, please let me know. Alright, I think just go ahead and do this big old shaft here. So as you guys can see, I think it turned out really sweet. Like I said, I'm not crazy about the red glitter, but it's kind of a byproduct of me being cheap and not getting black glitter. Because if I had black glitter on there, it would, you know, be a dark black, and then you would just see. I was kind of going for like some melted lava, or lava, I guess. I was trying to go for that effect, and I think it would have been better if I had the black glitter. But like I said, it was just too expensive to ship it, and I really just wanted to paint this today to try to sell it. But I think it turned out pretty sweet looking. Now the only thing is that. I think that's going to be a little bit of an eyesore, being gray like that. So I'm thinking I might have to just take the time and take that off. Well, I mean, half of it's already off. Take it off, and I'm going to have to paint that. Wah, wah, wah. Alright guys, so it's been a little bit. I had to let my air compressor catch up. So while I was doing that, I went ahead and took this apart, and I used that adhesion prohibitor on there, and then I just did a primer. No, I didn't even do a primer. I just did the black right after it, and it actually did stick to it pretty well. So that way I didn't have to take sandpaper in there, you know, sand every little thing. So thank God. And then I got the band hanging up, 2 coats of black. That one has 2 coats of black, and I think I just put a clear coat on it. And then I'm still working on the centerpiece, because that sticker, I have to use some thinner to clean that out. And then I think I have like 3 clear coats. Yeah, I think I just put my 3rd clear coat on everything. And then I flipped this around on the back and put 2 coats of black on it. And then I just threw some glitter on it, just so the kind of matches a little bit. From the other side, it has some glitter on it. Sounds so gay saying glitter. Whatever. And then this one, I think I've had like 4 or 5 coats of clear coat. And I'm going to keep on just putting clear coats on it. Make it as thick as possible, because, you know, this is what people are going to put their feet on. This is what's going to be, you know, scooting around in the garage and stuff like that. So I want as many clear coats as I can on this. So, without further ado, back to scrubbing this stupid thing. But I'm just going to get back with you guys once I'm done. Ooh, I look dirty. I'm just going to get back when I have the black done on that, and then we'll just go from there. Alright guys, so I've come down to my little green room area thing, just because it's nice and cool, and that way whenever I put this back together, because I mean it's only been like an hour since I've painted, probably not even that, like 30 minutes, so a lot of the stuff is still a little dry, or a little dry. It's a little wet. Well, it's not really wet, like it's dry to the touch, but if you like put it on my garage ground or something like that and scuff it, like it would just ruin the paint. So I wanted to come down here, put it together here, and then I'm gonna actually like leave it down here because it's my basement. I'm gonna leave it down in the basement for like a week before I even, you know, touch it or scuff it or anything like that. So I just brought it down here to get into it. And I still got one more piece. I got the front guard is still up there actually drying. I just put another clear coat on it. But I figured while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'll go ahead and put all this together. And I tell you what guys, I love the way this came out. So freaking awesome. I love it. So I'm just gonna start getting bolts. And this little tray thing, oops, had my bolts in it. But this is just a little container that has all my bolts and nuts and stuff in there. And I went ahead on the heads of them. Let me show you. On the heads of them, I just went, you know, ahead and painted them black, so that way it blends together a lot better than, you know, shininess. Where's the cylinder? Here it is. So we're gonna start with the cylinder. Do that. Let me put this little doodad on there. Oh man, I'm so scared to even touch anything. Oh. Put this on. You know, the bad thing is today I was actually supposed to do a lot of chores because we have a party coming up this weekend, and today I'm supposed to get a lot of stuff done around the yard. Sorry, wife. I want to do this beautiful paint job instead. quick side note. This little birdhouse thing had flowers right here, and I bought it for my wife on Valentine's Day, and I ordered it online or over the phone, and they said something flower, birdhouse flower, and I thought birdhouse was a type of flower, and then she got this. That was a waste of 80 bucks, because now this just sits around. So men, when you're out there buying flowers for your wife, a birdhouse flower is a birdhouse. Good enough for me. This is how you can tell that my wife cooks dinner. Okay. Now I got all my chores done. Look at this beautiful fan. I would turn it on, but last time I turned it on, my light fell over. So